Check, check, check.
Check, 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 check.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Check, 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 check.
It's an American Cancer fundraising event. We have Tess up here at the top collecting money directly for the American Cancer Society. Appreciate you being here. We also, I want to extend many Looks like we're ready to go. Again, thank you for your participation in this event tonight. We're very honored. This is our 5th annual event, I believe. And we're very honored to once again to have Deanne McCullough and her son Mark tonight. John, Deanne's husband, was unable to come tonight and wishes he could be here. But I would like to, at this point, just introduce Deanne McCullough.
Thank you very much. So glad you guys could all be here and help us to raise funds for the American Cancer Society. For those of you who are not aware, my daughter Lauren was first diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma within a few short weeks of graduating high school. So she went through 1 year of treatment, and then she was in remission and was able to come here to DVC, which had always been her dream, and swim on the swim team. She and Mark were 1 school year apart, so with her 1 year delay for treatment, they both came to DVC and swam on the swim team together. Their dad swam at DVC, and his 2nd year they were state champs, and Lauren wanted to be state champs and do what Dad did. So she was very, very proud to be a Viking here at DVC. And unfortunately, right when she was at the state championship meet, she was only able to swim 1 of her 3 events because she was in a lot of pain, thought it was due to an injury, but it was later determined that the cancer had returned. And her type of cancer, once it returns, they can't cure her. So she knew that her days were limited, and she wrote a blog, and lacrosse team had found out about her situation, and 4 years ago, they started this 1st annual event and raised the funds for cancer research, and Lauren spoke here right at the event. After she passed away, I went to a parent bereavement group, and I met another mom who had lost a child to Ewing sarcoma. As it turns out, he was at treatment the same time Lauren was seeking treatment when she relapsed. She recently wrote something on Facebook that I thought was very appropriate, and why we're all here raising funds so that other parents don't go through the loss of their child. So she wrote about her son Alex. I recently saw a few of your friends with beards, and I wonder what you would look like with one. A few of your soccer teammates play ball for their college. You were a very good player, and I wonder which college you'd be playing for. I recently didn't recognize some of your friends as they've grown into some very handsome young men. I wonder what you'd look like as a young adult. I see stories of children beating cancer, and I'm so happy their parents will never experience a loss. But I wonder why this couldn't have been you. I try to be grateful for the time I had with you, but I wondered why it had to be so short. I wonder of things that will never be, and it just makes me miss you even more. So we're all here today to try to raise funds so other parents don't go through the great loss that we went through. But I'm so very grateful for DVC, the lacrosse team, for helping to support this event. Many of you did not get to hear Lauren speak and see her absolutely glowing from that event and what the team had done for her and what it continues to do in her name. So I thought I would read to you some excerpts that she wrote on her blog after that very first event. The whole Diablo Valley College football stadium was covered in yellow streamers, balloons, posters, all representing sarcomas. The American Cancer Society was represented there too, as that is where all the profit from the game would go to. I got an overwhelming feeling inside, just in awe, I guess you could say. All of these people were here to support me, and of course watch the lacrosse game. And I felt an awesome sense of community that I have never felt before. When I arrived, I was greeted by so many people who knew about me and my little situation. I felt like a celebrity. I met up with a photographer, so I showed off my little bald head, which had been concealed by a cute wool hat. If I'm supposed to be sharing awareness of what it is like for me, and possibly other young adults, to go through cancer, then there was no reason for me to hide my head, even though it needs a tan. After taking some quick pictures with the Contra Costa Times photographer, I was whisked away to the middle of the field and in front of a microphone. I said something along the lines that cancer does not discriminate based on age, race, social class, etc. And if we talk about pediatric cancer more often, no matter how uncomfortable, that can lead to more funding to the research that needs to be done on childhood cancers of all sorts. I also threw in a little joke about my being bald and talked about my blog. I also told the audience why athletics was such an important part of my life and how I am sure that I would not be here today if I had not worked so hard in sports. Once I was done talking, Terry Armstrong, the club advisor, kept me right near the microphone as one of the captains from Diablo Valley College spoke to me. His name is Devin Bahari, and he presented me with words of encouragement, support, and gave me 3 different t-shirts, as well as a framed picture of the whole lacrosse team. It was the sweetest thing that all of these guys are supporting a fellow athlete who they do not know. Bahari was choking back tears when he was speaking to me, so I just felt the power of awareness and the power of being proud of your school. After the speech, I was escorted to the first part of the field where every single lacrosse player from both teams introduced themselves to me. It was a lot of hi and thank you for being here and you're an inspiration and other things along those lines. I would say hi back, thanks for having me, and thanks. We all shook hands, the players in their Dirty Duck jerseys and Baldy Lauren with the #1 DVC lacrosse jersey over a sweater, leggings, and boots. As much as I could just about taste how competitive these 2 teams were about each other, they all gathered together to meet me. At one point, I thought one of the players was going to give me a hug, and that was not his intention at first, until I said, I thought I was going to get a hug there for a second. To which he, of course, turned back around to give me a hug. That was the start to the Hug Fest. Instead of just shaking hands with the lacrosse players, everyone who was still in line hugged me. That really made my day. They care so much about some girl who they've never met, only heard or read about. So with my story becoming so public and getting so much attention, I've been asked, what can I do to help? Well, I have an answer for that. First, spread the awareness that childhood cancer exists and does not discriminate. Accept the uncomfortable fact that children get diagnosed with cancer. Tell others and discuss the problem so that many children, I will lump myself into the list, are losing years of their lives and losing their battles and live with lifelong problems after cancer treatment. So Lauren's blog is still available. We renew it every year so that others can come across it and learn and understand the complexity of someone going through cancer and how inspirational she was. She surprised me with how deep and thoughtful her words were. So any of you who have not had the chance, it's called thenotdyinggirl.com, and you can go back and read what an inspiration she truly was. And we all thank you from the bottom of our heart for being here and help supporting the cause and helping to raise awareness for childhood cancer and raise the money for research so that other children do not have to go through this in the future. And John is not able to be here today, so Mark will take over his usual duties.
Let's go DVC! Thank you, Deanne and Mark. We really appreciate you being here today. And let's get on with the game, guys. Have a great game together and understand that we do this with the love of each other and the respect that lacrosse deserves and each of our 2 schools deserves. Thank you very much.
I doubt Matt would even notice if it was muted.
Welcome in, folks. My name's Reese Adams. I'm joined by my partner, Ryan Whitman. We're here to bring you the Diablo Valley Vikings taking on the Santa Clara University lacrosse team here. What are you looking forward to tonight, Ryan?
I'm looking forward to some defensive movement by the Vikings and seeing how SCU moves around the ball on offense. See if they can get the slides early on defense and see if they could get the off-ball picks on offense. Santa Clara ball.
Santa Clara with the opening face-off win.
Giving it back to the defense. Number 14 taking it up for the clear. Looking for a man.
14. Right in the middle. Straight shot to the goal. And a big save by 15, Dylan Brown.
Get it off to number 22, Taylor, on the Vikings.
Santa Clara retains possession. It's number 25 with the ball. It's 15 with the ball behind the net now. Back out top to number 17.
Having a hard time picking up the ball. He's got going for the dodge. Beats his man. Taking the shot. And it's in front of the cage. Number 5 picking it up, trying to kick it in.
Viking defender coming up.
Michael St. Germain taking it out.
Scramble for the ball here. Vikings maintain possession. It's number 36. Nathaniel Whithoft clearing the ball for the Vikings. And Santa Clara gets it back just as the Vikings cross midfield, and they're back on the attack.
Santa Clara giving it off in the shot by number 5. Still Santa Clara ball, taking it from X. Number 4 with the shot, and it's off.
Deflected
Number 36
off of
on the Vikings helmet. Viking ball on offense. Brett Rideau up at top.
Rideau off to Rodney. Rodney kicking it behind the net to number 18, Harrison. Back out top to Rideau.
Going for the dodge.
Rideau.
Looking for the opportunity, popping it back out to Zach Dixon.
Howell with the ball now behind the net. Howell looking for a shot. Kicks it back out to Rodney. Number 3, Zach Dixon with it now. Kicking it down low to number 22, 23, Rideau. Rideau puts on a move on the defender. Kicks it back out.
Zach Dixon taking it around the crease. Giving it off. And that's out. Blue ball.
Broncos get possession. Danforth with it now behind the net.
With the long pass from X to up top. Trying to make a play happen with the pick, and there's no opportunity there.
It's number 17, Alex Pappas with it now.
Marshall Morris keeping him off.
Back out to number 5. 5 posting up the defender, shoots and he scores. 1-0 Broncos. Number 39, Lawrence Johnson on to face off for the Vikings.
Against
for the Broncos, number 19, Brian Gilbertson in the face-off circle.
That's a false start on Lawrence Johnson on the Vikings. Broncos ball.
Brian Gilbertson getting pressured on the play, loses the ball out of bounds, but Broncos maintain possession. Carson Lombardi with it now. Big save by Dylan Brown in the top corner.
Dylan looking for the outlet pass, giving it off to number 32, Spencer Olson. One-on-one with the goalie. Dylan Brown, can he do it? No. Broncos goal. It is now 2-0 with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game.
Looks like the Vikings are taking their time out. It's number 39, Lawrence Johnson, back in the face-off circle for the Vikings, taking on number 19, Brian Gilbertson.
Lawrence knocking it out. SC with the ball, though.
Broncos on the quick break, looking to get a quick strike here. It's 15, and he shoots and he scores. That's number 15, Ben O'Brien, giving the Broncos a 3-0 lead over the Vikings.
Johnson in the face-off for the Vikings. Knocking it out. And it's goosed out by the Broncos. Number 5 picking it up. Now 29 beating his man, looking for the opportunity, doesn't take it, giving it off to number 9, up to 5 with a shot. Great save by Dylan Brown. And there's a scrum in the middle, in front of the crease. It's knocked out. Broncos ball.
Brown save.
Ball's knocked out by Magnum. Magnum picking it up, looking for an opportunity, giving it off to Tyler Cox.
An errant pass by the Vikings is picked up by the Broncos, and they're back on the prowl here, looking for another goal. Behind the net's number 25.
Wide open shot, and that's a goal for the Broncos. Score is now 4-0 with 6 minutes and 58 seconds left in the quarter. Lawrence Johnson in the face-off. Vikings goosing it out. Lawrence Johnson picking it up and taking it. Ball's down.
And scooped up by the Broncos once again. Early on here, Broncos are getting to every loose ball.
Broncos are doing a great job at controlling those ground balls. Vikings are looking a little bit sluggish today.
Carson Lombardi with it now. Lombardi looking for his shot. Passes it off to Danforth. Danforth shoots. And it's good.
Another goal for the Broncos.
Broncos go out to a quick 5-0 lead over the Vikings.
With 6 minutes and 24 seconds left in the quarter. Christian Ibarra taking the face-off, getting it up.
Ibarra loses it,
Losing the ball.
but it's picked up by number 32.
Spencer Olsen stepping outside. Broncos ball. Broncos with this large pass across the field. Get it off to a long pull. Number 12 going, looking for some opportunities. Can't find it.
Connor Lencioni with it now. Number 12 looking for a shot. Number 29, Brian Buckley shoots just over the outstretched stick of Brown. Broncos maintain possession. Brian Buckley shoots a bouncer just over the stick of Dylan Brown. Broncos will take it behind the net.
Defense are having a really hard time with keeping track of their man on the Vikings. Giving it off that. Ooh, and that was a pass. Viking ball. Giving off to Jerry Roque for the clear.
Rodney with it now in the offensive zone for the Vikings. Howell with it now for the Vikings. Kicks it back behind the net for Zach Dixon. Back up top, number 23, Brett Rideau. Rideau looking for an opening.
Doesn't see it. Going back. Passing it up top to Ryan Dixon. Ryan's Tyler Cox. Ryan going right over the stick of Ryan Dixon. And it's out. Broncos ball. Looks like defense having a hard time communicating. Ball's down.
Batted down by the defense there.
Cody Malin. Beating two guys.
Behind the net now is Zach Dixon giving it off to Kyle Rodney. We're back up top to Taylor Howell. Howell makes the first man miss, looking for his shot. He shoots. Low shot. Blocked by the goalie and picked up by the Broncos defense.
Number 5 on Broncos taking it all the way to the other side. Number 24 goes off of his stick, and it's out. Vikings ball. Spencer Olsen taking it for the clear.
Olsen going all the way to the net.
Doesn't take the shot.
Vikings kick it back up top to Howell. Howell with the running start. Looking for his right-handed shot there. Pump fakes a pass. Kicks it back up top to number
Ryan Dixon. Doesn't see it. Giving it off to number 2, Justin.
Justin shoots.
It's wide.
Vikings maintain possession here. It's Taylor Howell taking it behind the net. It's
Justin trying to do the behind the back.
It's Justin Warren behind the net now.
Vikings maintain possession.
Warren scoops around shot. Wide left. Taylor or Howell will take it on the far sideline. Back up top to Zach Dixon. The Vikings go.
Ooh, and a bad pass. Kyle Rodney taking it from the sideline.
Rodney shoots. Wide left on this shot. It'll be Zach Dixon taking it behind the net now. Spencer Olsen looking for the shot now. Puts a juke move on his defender. Goes behind a screen by Rodney. Olsen shoots! And it's off the shoulder of the Broncos goalie. It's a scrum for it now.
Olsen takes a shot. Miller with a save.
Number 18 taking it all the way for the Broncos. And that's the end of the first quarter.
Your Diablo Valley Vikings are trailing 5-0 for the visiting Santa Clara Broncos.
Not sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
Lawrence Johnson and Shea Gilbertson, or excuse me, Brian Gilbertson on to face off in the face off circle.
Lawrence goosing it out, picking it up. Defense by the Broncos, though, is doing great. There's a call. Vikings ball.
Rideau takes it into the offensive zone for the Vikings.
Brett Rideau trying to make something happen.
Zach Dixon with it now, kicking it back up top to number 2, Justin Warren. Warren with the running start.
Taking the shot right to the goalie's stick. Goalie giving it off to number 18. Brett Rideau really doing a tight ride. And it's down, but given back to the Broncos for the very fast break. And that's a goal.
Score. Quick strike by the Broncos, bringing the score to 6-0.
Can I see that?
Number 36, Nathaniel Whithoff on for the faceoff for the Vikings.
I know. A little bit of friction at the midline. Jerry Roque knocking it out of the Broncos stick. There's a fight for the ground ball on the far sideline. Kyle Rodney picking it up, taking it at X. Vikings offense still getting set up. Slow roll pass off to Spencer Olsen. Brett Rideau giving it off to Zach Dixon down at X.
Zach Dixon putting his shoulder down, looking to get his shot off. He gets it.
Off
blocked
of it.
by the goalie. Rodney picks it up. Low shot. Blocked once again.
Brett Rideau beating the goalie to the chase.
Rideau
taking it from X. Goalie ball down at X. Kyle Rodney playing the ride on the goalie. Goalie giving it off to number 18.
Number 5, Connor Linchoni with it now. Behind the
Vikings playing very aggressive defense down at X.
It's number 4.
Broncos making something happen. Tiring out the defense by running a lot.
Number 5, Linchoni.
Magnum with the trail check. Getting it on the ground. Ball's up. And there's a whistle. Viking ball. The long pass to Tyler Cox.
Howell And number 12, Tyler Cox playing catch at the top of the key here. It's Cox now.
Beating his man. Gets picked up by number 18. Giving it up top to Zach Dixon. Zach looking to shoot. Takes
Dixon
it.
shoots
and
he
it's
scores,
good.
giving the Vikings their first goal of the ball game.
It is now 6-1. Santa Clara leading. Is now Lawrence Johnson taking the face off for the Vikings. And he starts early. Blue ball.
Linchoni passes it over the middle, and a big hit by the Vikings defender.
Spencer giving it off to 32.
Another
22.
big hit at midfield makes Howell lose the ball, and the Broncos pick it up in midfield. It's Linchoni now for the Broncos. Linchoni shoots, and it's wide right, and Broncos will take possession behind the net.
Two big hits. Number 9 giving it off to the back door, but it's just wide and it's loose. Broncos possess the ball. Number 29 going for the shot. Doesn't see it, so he turns back out.
Kick it back up top to Linchoni. Linchoni with the left-handed shot deflected by Dylan Brown behind the net. Broncos will take it from there. Ball's in front of the net on the ground, looking to be picked up. Dylan Brown seems to clear it out of harm's way. And it's scooped up by a Viking defender just to put it
back in the Broncos stick.
Linchoni shoots.
Great save by Dylan Brown. Just high of Taylor Howell. Broncos get the ball again. Broncos are really doing a great job at possessing those ground balls and all the loose balls. They're really putting the Vikings on their toes. Number 17 looking to make something happen here. With the shot, great save by Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown holding it for the clear. Looking for an outlet. Giving up way high to Taylor Howell, and it's loose. Kyle Rodney taking it.
Rodney puts a move on the defender. Vikings take it back up top to number 23, Brett Rideau.
Vikings are setting up their offense right now.
Zach Dixon passes off to his brother.
Zach Dixon taking it from X. Ryan taking the pick. Pick's useless against the Broncos defense.
Puts his shoulder down. Can't find any room to get his shot off. Kicks it back up top to number 23, Brett Rideau. Back to Ryan Dixon now. Assessing this defense. Gets a running start.
Dodges to the right. High pass. And it's going out. Broncos ball down at X.
Long pass completed to number 17. Taking it off up the far sideline.
Marshall K playing some hard defense on number 16.
Number 4 using his speed to get a shot. 4 shoots, and he scores! Top of the net. It's 7-1 Broncos.
Santa Clara's really learning how to work the DVC defense. DVC is really having a hard time adjusting to their offensive play style.
Battle in the middle for the ball is won by number 39, Lawrence Johnson.
Getting off to Brett Rideau. He's going to take it down into the box.
Vikings looking for an opening in this Broncos defense. It's Rideau behind the net now.
Turning it back, giving it up to Crease with a shot.
Gets his shot off and he scores.
Lawrence Johnson taking the face-off for the Vikings.
He's facing off against number 10. Don't have a 10 on the roster here. But it's won by Johnson. Scoops it up. Vikings on the attack quick here.
John Madden taking it with the high pass, but it's saved by Brett Rideau. Brett Rideau keeping it high so the offense can get set up.
Rideau uses Rodney's screen. Gives it back off to Rodney.
Ball's down in front of the crease. And Broncos come out with the ball. Number 14 getting... And it's a high pass, but Broncos keep the possession.
Clock ticking just under 5 minutes now.
Broncos.
Lencioni with it now. Lencioni
5 for the Broncos. Shoots. Great save by Dylan Brown. Defense got clogged up a little bit there. Broncos making something happen. Giving it back up top. Number 5 giving it to number 16. Doesn't see it. 29 looking for the shot.
Lencioni posts up his defender, gets his shot off, and he scores. flag on the play here.
Broncos taking the ball. Vikings are man down for 30 seconds.
Broncos. Broncos have it behind the net now. Out to number 9. 9 shoots off the thigh. Dylan Brown. Broncos take it back behind the net. Big save by Dylan Brown. Gives the Vikings the ball.
Number 2, Justin Warren taking it for the clear. Taking it all the way. Tyler Cox taking it in for a move. Beats his man. Looking for the shot. And the ball is knocked out of his stick.
It's number 17 on the run now. Fakes the pass, takes it himself. It's a bounce pass and it's high. Lencioni with it now. 17 putting a move on the Vikings defender. Lencioni.
Defense getting a little disorganized. Spencer Olsen keeping him off the crease. Going for the drive. Doesn't see it, and the ball's on the ground. 3 Vikings versus 1 Bronco. And the ball is knocked out. And it's saved by the Broncos.
Picked up by number 19.
And that's out of bounds. Broncos ball.
Number 25 coming from behind the net.
Going for the trail check, and it's missed. And the ball is up. Michael St. Germain taking it out. Giving the Vikings possession. Giving it off to Dylan Brown. Dylan looking for an opportunity. Can't find it. Giving it off to Marshall K. Vikings are having a hard time getting it past GLE right now. Giving off to Justin Warren. He's going to take it for the Vikings. Gets it across the 50-yard line where it's knocked loose, and the Broncos are fighting for the ball. Number 4 picks it up for them.
Clock ticking now at 22 seconds. It's number 29. There's a timeout by the Broncos with 15.9 seconds remaining in the half.
And we're back. Broncos have the ball down on offense.
Broncos. Number 4 uses a screen set by his teammate.
Michael St. Germain keep him out with a
move,
4
shoots.
shot. And it's out with 0.4 seconds left in the quarter. That's halftime. Score is 8-2, Broncos leading.
All right, welcome back to the second half, folks. Vikings are trailing 8-2 by the visiting Santa Clara Broncos.
Taylor Howell taking the face-off for the Vikings. Number 19 on the Broncos taking it. Number 5 going for the drive. Giving off to number 30 for the quick stick, but it's a miss, just wide.
Number 3, David Leonardo, taking a shot. Shot goes wide.
Number 25 on the Broncos taking it from X. That was an offsides call on the Broncos. Viking ball. They've quickly taken it,
shot.
And there's a goal. Top Ched, baby. Vikings getting a good start for this quarter, making the score 3-8. Taylor Howell taking the face-off for the Vikings again. Broncos ball, false start on Taylor Howell. Number 29 taking it for the Broncos.
Number 24 with it now at the top of the key. Giving it off to number 12.
Number 12 looking for an opportunity, giving it back up top to number 24 where the ball is down. Brett Rideau taking it out for the Vikings. Rideau clearing it. Passing off to number 22, Taylor Howell.
It's number 12, Tyler Cox with it now. Cox kicks it down low to Ryan Dixon. Back to Cox. Cox shoots.
And it's wide.
Number 12, Cox taking a shot. Shot goes wide.
Brett Rideau taking it in for the Vikings. Brett Rideau giving it quickly to Ryan Dixon. Ryan getting a little caught up. Luckily, Taylor Howell is able to pick it up for the Vikings.
Howell now.
Taylor giving it off.
A dumb
Ball's
shot
down
for number 18, Ryan Dixon, is saved by number 44. Walker Batty with the save.
Taylor interrupting the clear, taking it back for the Vikings. Taylor faking out the defense, acting like he doesn't have the ball.
It's Rodney with it now.
Rodney with the shot, just wide, Viking ball. Ryan Dixon bringing it in for the Vikings, down at X. Giving it to Taylor Howell. Taylor getting doubled quickly. Taylor coming back off of the goalie's knee.
Rodney picks it up behind the net.
Ryan Dixon taking it from up top. Ryan trying to fake out the defense. Can't beat him. Giving it off to Spencer Olsen with the shot and the goal.
Vikings only trail by 4 now, down to 8-4.
Number 30 dropping the ball. 30 getting the ball back. Getting doubled quickly by the Vikings. Number 5 left wide open. Off the top
shot
pipe.
hits the post there, and the Vikings pick it up.
Dylan Brown giving it off to Brett Rideau. Brett fumbling the ball.
Kicks it off. Number 2, Justin Warren. Rodney passes it down low. Number 23, Brett Rideau. Rideau puts the brakes on the defender. Takes it back up top to number 18, Ryan Dixon. Back up top to Rodney.
Rodney. Rodney giving it off to Rideau. Rideau taking the shot. It's just high. Ball's coming from X. Ryan Dixon. Tyler Cox. Seeing the alley. Taking it.
Cox.
Looking for the shot.
On the defender.
Great save by the goalie. Zach Dixon picking up the fumbled clear. Looking for an opportunity. Doesn't see it. Really trying. Zach fumbles it. Ball's down at X. Giving it off to Spencer Olsen to settle. Offense trying to get something set up. Zach giving it off to Ryan Dixon. Rodney with the shot, and it's off the post. Vikings picking up the ball down at X. Taylor Howell bringing it in. Taylor giving it off to Ryan Dixon. Ryan Dixon trying to drive. Unsuccessful. It's a bad pass, and it's back. And it's Broncos ball. Number 4 taking the clear for the Broncos. Taylor Howell playing defense. Number 4 with the shot, and it's great save by Dylan Brown.
Ball's bouncing in front of the net now.
With
Dylan
an open
Brown
cage.
pounces on it.
Dylan Brown giving it off to Marshall K for the clear. Just high of Jerry Roque. Kyle Rodney taking it.
Rodney shoots.
Just high. Tyler Cox. Seems like there's a Vikings man down. Looks like Vikings are keeping the ball.
Taylor Howell coming in for number 3, Zach Dixon.
Tyler Cox going for the drive. Snagged by the goalie. Goalie giving it off to number 14 on the Broncos. Zach Dixon playing defense. Misses. Number 5 with the one-on-one with the goalie, and it's a score for the Broncos.
Number 5 for the Broncos, Clara, Lachoni, for Santa Clara. Gentlemen on the far side of the field off the track, could you guys clear the area, please? Want to take that football practice over behind the fence, maybe?
Magnum taking the face-off for the Vikings. Number 5 taking it out for the Broncos.
It's Lachoni.
Number 5 with the drive.
Lachoni.
Trying to make something happen, and it's just high of the goal.
Lachoni fights his way through the Viking defense to take a shot. Shot goes high.
Number 25 going for the goal. Giving it off to number 17 with the fast shot up top. Ball is knocked out on the towards the far sideline. Spencer Olsen taking it for the clear. Giving it off to number 23, Brett Rideau.
Rodney looking for a shot. Shoots high.
It's going to be brought in by number 12, Tyler Cox from X. Tyler trying to make something happen with the shot. It's now going to be brought in by Zach Dixon from X. Giving it off to Ryan Dixon. Giving it back to Tyler Cox. The offense gets set up. Off to Brett Rideau. Brett giving it back to Kyle Rodney. Got Rodney trying to make something happen with the submarine shot, but it doesn't work. Brett Rideau taking it from X. Off to Kyle Rodney. Kyle takes the shot.
Rodney with the shot, Beatty with the save.
It's Broncos ball due to a push on the play. With a far clear off of Michael St. Germain on the Vikings. Mike looking for an opportunity. Can't find it. Giving it off to Marshall K. Marshall giving it up to Spencer Olsen. Spencer taking it for the clear.
Olsen with it now.
Spencer Olsen breaking down, trying to beat his man, giving it off to Kyle Rodney, who's going to take it in for the shot. Takes it. Great save by the goalie. And Taylor Howell with the quick stick on crease. What a shot. That was some great timing by the Vikings. Taylor Howell getting in a good spot, being in the right place at the right time. Taylor Howell taking the faceoff for the Vikings. Knocked out by the Broncos. And it's picked up by number 5, who's going to take it for the clear. Fast break. And it's off post. Number 5 with the rebound and the shot on open cage.
Number 5, Connor Lencioni. Last one in off the rebound. First shot by number 9, Jack Margolis, coming off the upright.
Back to the faceoff. Taylor Howell taking it for the Vikings. False start on the Broncos. Taylor Howell taking it from faceoff line. There's 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the quarter. Scores 5-10. Broncos leading. And the shot by Zach Dixon and the goal. Putting the Vikings up to 6. Vikings have been really bringing it back since the first 2 quarters of this game. Don't you think so, Reese?
Yeah, I think so.
Been really shutting them out on Vikings. Defense has really showed up today. And they've been starting to shut off Santa Clara.
Howell back in the face-off circle for the Vikings.
Taylor Howell knocking it out for the Vikings. Justin Warren having a hard time picking it up. And it's out.
Vikings ball. Warren takes it. Gives it off to Zach Dixon, who chooses to take it out and get his offense set.
Brett Rideau with the ball now.
Rideau
going to X. Looking for an opportunity. Gives it up top to Zach Dixon. Spencer Olsen taking it from up top. Going for the drive and the shot just wide off the far post.
Rodney. Quick shot. Wide right.
Rodney shot goes wide right.
Spencer Olsen taking it from X.
Olsen puts a move on the defender.
With
Beautiful
the quick
pass
stick
to
and a
Warren.
great goal. There is no goal due to a crease violation.
Goal is waved off. Broncos have the ball.
Number 5 on the Broncos with the ball. Trying to make something happen. Giving it off to number 29 up top.
It's number 4 with the now Carson Lombardi.
Michael spiking it down. Jerry Rogue taking it for the clear on the Vikings. He's going. He's getting double teamed. Passing it off to Nate, but just high. It's out of the side of the far sideline. And it's a timeout. Welcome back. The score is 6-10 with 46 seconds left in the quarter. It's Broncos ball. Broncos are back on offense. Giving off to number 29 up top.
Lombardi
Broncos getting
with it
set
now.
up.
Number 29 looking to get his shot off now. Takes it back out to Lencioni. Behind the net to number 15. Number 25 with it now. Shoots! Big save by Dylan Brown. And that's the end of the quarter. 10-6, Vikings trail the Broncos heading into the fourth. Rodney got a quick strike there, folks. Sorry for the technical difficulties.
Next ticket for 2017.
Score is now 7-10. Broncos leading.
035. Next winning
Number 22, Taylor Howe in the face-off circle for the Vikings, only down by 3.
Taylor goosing it out. Ball's still loose.
Howe
Taylor
picks
picking it up with the quick turn.
Howe taking it all the way, getting into the offensive zone of the Broncos.
Taylor giving it off to Spencer Olsen. With
Big
the
shot
by Spencer Olsen. Bringing this game to 8-10. Broncos lead. Vikings making a quick comeback over the last 3 quarters.
coming out of grade 2016 shooter shirt for ticket number 028149. Ticket number 028149.
Howe back in the face-off circle for the Vikings.
Taylor knocking it out. It's a little bit of confusion, but Taylor Howe picking it up, but no possession. Spencer Olsen trying to get it. Spencer knocked down.
It'll be Vikings ball after the penalty.
Brett Rideau taking it for the Vikings, giving it off to Spencer Olsen.
Rideau with it now at the top of the key. Rideau
with the drive and the shot, and it's top!
Vikings trail by 1.
Oh my God! What? We just decided to show it. Come on, guys.
Vikings making it so that we're only 1 point down with 13 minutes and 45 seconds left in the quarter. Looks like the Broncos switched out their goalie. Number 44 switching out with number 40. Taylor Howell taking it. Ball's loose. Getting close to the line.
Picked up by Lencioni.
Taylor with the great check. Ball's still loose. Going straight for the hit.
And a flag comes in.
And that's a flag on number 30. That is a 1-minute penalty on number 30 for a cross check. Vikings take the ball. Number 32, Spencer Olsen, taking it for the Vikings. Giving it off to Brett Rideau, who gives it straight to Ryan Dixon, to Zach Dixon, back to Ryan Dixon.
It's
Top
Rideau.
center, Brett Rideau. Brett Rideau looking to shoot, but gives it off to Ryan Dixon. Ryan making a move.
Rideau loses it, but it's picked up by Ryan Dixon. Rideau again.
Spencer Olsen beating his man with a shot and a goal! Vikings come back. Scores 10-10 with 12:55 left in the quarter.
Black shooter shirt coming out for ticket number 028186. 028186.
Such a good game. Taylor goosing it out. It's a loose ball. Number 5, Lencioni taking it out for the Broncos.
Pass intercepted by number 12, Tyler Cox.
Tyler taking it all the way for the Vikings for the fast break. Giving it off to Ryan Dixon. Straight to Kyle Rodney, and a great save by number 40 on the Broncos. Going for the long clear. Defense dropping back. Defense getting set up. It is all even now on the field.
Number 17 puts a spin move on, gets his shot off, and he scores, giving the Broncos a 1-point lead.
Santa Clara, number 17, Alex Pappas. Finds some room for a Bronco score.
These guys beat both those teams that you guys lost to, right?
Next winning ticket. We have a gray Horde t-shirt coming down for ticket number 028175. 028175.
What? These guys beat Davis and those teams you lost to, right?
Yeah, they did.
It's weird. We could have been killing.
Howell in there trying to get it for the Vikings. Ball pops out. Number 32, Spencer Olsen, looking to pick it up. Ball still on the ground and finally picked up by number 5, Lencioni of the Broncos.
Number 4 for the Broncos taking the ball on offense.
Number 29, Brian Buckley with it now.
Number 15 looking to shoot, giving it off to number 16, Dylan Brown tipping it. Ball's back up top with number 17 for the Broncos. Ball's coming from X with number 16 on the Broncos. Great check by Michael St. Germain. He's goosing it out. Picked up by Marshall K. He's looking for an opportunity, giving it off to Cody Malin. Back to Dylan Brown, the goalie. Dylan looking for an opportunity. Doesn't see one, so he passes it back to Michael. Michael passing up to Marshall. Marshall looks like he's going to try to take it. Gives it off to Justin Warren, though. Brett Rideau trying to get something set up for the offense here. Kyle Rodney being blocked. Giving it back to X. Zach Dixon. With the behind the back pass to Justin Warren with the goal. Beautiful goal. Taylor Howell taking the face-off for the Vikings. He's been having some great luck with these face-offs. Vikings seem to see him as a strength in this game, so they keep playing him. Ball couldn't leave the Broncos' stick, so it's Viking ball. Taylor looking for an opportunity. Still has the ball after being knocked on the ground. Getting doubled now. Going all the way. Intercepted by number 5 on the Broncos. Looks like number 5 is on the ground.
Number 4 with the high shot, and it goes in for the Broncos, giving them a 1-point advantage.
Number 4, Carson Lombardi, finding some room up high for the Broncos score.
Number 5 is on the ground. Refs didn't stop the game.
We have a De La Salle delegation, mystery box coming down for ticket number 028-101. 028-101.
Injury on the field. We'll be right back. And we're back. Vikings are down 2-man. Number 3, Zach Dixon, and number 34, Kyle Rodney. Kyle Rodney was taken out due to unsportsmanlike conduct, and he is out for 30 seconds. Broncos start with ball. Top center. That was number 5, Connor Lynch. That was number 5, Connor Lynchoni, who was injured. Call on that was a slash. Offense looks like they're having a little difficulty getting set up. Scoreboard.
Yeah, scoreboard.
Game's going. Ball's back at X at number 25. Up top to number 17. Number 4 giving it off to number 25. Trying to get the backdoor shot. It's unsuccessful. Vikings get one more man. Number 17 with the shot. A big save by Dylan Brown. Ball is knocked up. Number 25 recovering the ball for the Broncos. 25 taking it to X. Get it off to 29. Number 17 looking for the shot. Number 9 taking it. Another big save by Dylan Brown. Possessing it this time though. Dylan giving it off to Brett Rideau.
Rideau giving it off to Rodney.
Rodney with the bad pass. Giving it off to number 14 on the Broncos.
Number
16 with an open cage, and it's a goal. Defense was having a hard time marking up on that fast break there. Number 10 for the Broncos facing off against Taylor Howell on the Vikings. Broncos getting it out. Tyler Cox knocking him away. Broncos passing it up top to number 4. Number 4 looks like he's trying to make something happen.
It's Carson Lombardi with it now.
Trying to make something happen.
Lombardi pass over the middle.
Number 29 with the goal. Broncos coming back at the later part of this fourth quarter. Lawrence Johnson getting it out of the face-off. Giving it off to Spencer Olsen, who's going to take it down for the down on offense for the Vikings.
Big hit over the middle by a Broncos defender. Draws the flag.
Zach Dixon getting railed right there. Tyler Cox holding on to the ball. Tyler trying to make something happen.
Cox
Tyler going for the shot,
off.
and it's up where one of the players is knocked down.
Another flag
And a
comes
second
out.
flag is on the play. Broncos are going to be two-man down. Number 30 and number 30 for a cross check, I believe, and number 10 for a push from behind. Number 30's out for 1 minute. Number 30 and number 18 are the two that are out. My apologies. One for a cross check and one from a push from behind. Looks like there's a little bit of debate on the field. Score is 11-14 with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game.
Rideau kicks it off to number 32, Spencer Olsen.
Spencer
Olsen gives it to Zach Dixon, gets his shot off.
And Broncos get the ball. Ride for the Vikings is a little bit sluggish. Jay Roque gets beat by his man. Broncos are man down and the ball is knocked loose.
Vikings ball.
Vikings ball over and back. Ryan Dixon taking it for the Vikings on the far side. Giving it to his brother Zach Dixon. Vikings are now even in the game. Zach with the shot in the goal. Making the score 12-14. Vikings trailing. Number 39, Lawrence Johnson for the Vikings is taking it against number 10 on the Broncos. Players are all even.
Penalty on Lawrence Johnson there. It'll give the Broncos the ball.
Number 17 holding on to the ball for the Broncos. Looks like the Broncos are just going to try to possess it for the later part of this quarter. Run the clock since they are ahead. Number 17 trying to make something happen. Giving it off to number 4. Doesn't see anything, so he brings it back outside. Number 4 trying to do the drive. Takes the shot, but it's stopped before it can reach the crease. Giving off to Brett Rideau for the clear. Brett taking it all the way. Beats his man. Letting them catch up. Trying to make something happen a little early. Giving it off to Zach Dixon. Brett Rideau going for the drive. Giving off to Spencer Olsen with the shot and off the goalie's thigh.
Ryan Dixon takes a shot. Miller for the save.
Ball's given to number 19 on the Broncos for the clear. Getting matched. Played by number 27, Jerry Roque. Thrown out of bounds by the Broncos. Number 36 on the Vikings. He's going to pick it up, give it off to Dylan Brown. He's going to throw it up to Spencer Olsen. Spencer throws it to Nate Whitloft on the Vikings. Giving off to Zach Dixon. Off the pipe.
Dixon takes a shot upright for the save.
Viking ball, far sideline. Ball is down at X with Zach Dixon, giving off to Justin Warren. Justin going to try and make something happen here. Ball's down on crease.
Broncos come up with it with under a minute and a half remaining in the ball game.
Goalie holding the ball. Giving off to number 18. Broncos possessing. Going for the drive. Doesn't see it.
Clock ticking, under a minute now left in our ball game. Pass over the middle.
And it's a score.
Vikings trail by 3 with 45 seconds remaining in our ball game.
Ball is loose. Number 5 on the Broncos picks it up.
Lencioni will take it behind the net as the clock ticks now, and it draws a foul. Passes caught by Dylan Brown. Flag will go against the Vikings here.
Dylan Brown being switched out with Chase Schulenberg, backup goalie. Giving him a little bit of action in this game. Not looking bright for the Vikings at this point. Down 3 with 25 seconds left in the quarter. Broncos possessing the ball. Keeping it at X. 29 to number 17. Looking for the shot. Number 4 with the back door and a goal. And that's the game, folks. Hope you enjoyed watching our stream. Ending score was 16 to 12. Santa Clara wins.